Let's bring in Maryland State Senator Johnny Salling. As the bridge collapsed, he's directly impacted. This is his district. He also worked as a steel worker in the area for nearly 3 decades. You know, Johnny, as we're looking at this, live pictures of this horrific crash in your community, it seems that everyone's coming together. You heard from Pete Buttigieg this morning, we're told by the mayor. Governor Glenn Youngkin just out with a statement that he has spoken with Governor Westmoreland this morning, and Virginia stands ready to assist and support our neighbor. How are you doing there? I imagine this is a nightmare for you to wake up to.
This is devastating to, let alone not just Maryland, but of course, as you stated, my district of Baltimore County. We depend upon the Port of Baltimore that's in the central part of the east coast of this country, of our area. And it's very dependent upon the transportation. We have truck, rail, barge, and ship that come in here constantly. And now the Tapsco River, as you see, is an asset to us. And losing this bridge is going to be devastating to not just the port, but the Delmarva area.
Do you know of close calls that have happened before? Is there something in the community where people thought to themselves, you know, we got to adjust this? Or is this really an anomaly?
This is something that is, you would say, you would think would never happen. Right. We had the Queen Victoria. We had one of the most massive ships that ever went through there, and they were well prepared for this. And knowing that this happened 1:30 in the morning, and just to let you know, I've been briefed by a part of the governor's staff, the president of the Senate, who has called me. I talked to and it's a brand new, by the way, brand new director that came from Miami. He's a new director at the Port of Baltimore now. And I had the opportunity to speak with him. But it's going to change the whole area of Baltimore as we speak, let alone the routes that now people have to go to and from the Port of Baltimore, and also Trade Point Atlantic, which was the old Bethlehem Steel plant that I worked 26 years.
Yeah, Johnny, to your point, the Port of Baltimore, largest port in the United States that specializes in specialized cargo for trucks and tractors and trailers, and a lot of also a lot of bulk stuff like coal and petroleum products as well. So obviously there are going to be some supply chain problems, but you know that is the least of our worries today. We've got to worry about finding the people who were on that bridge. You know, that bridge has stood there, Johnny, for close to 50 years. It is as iconic an image as you will find in the Baltimore Harbor area. When you see how that thing just folded like a deck of cards, did you ever in a million years think, I wonder how solid this thing is? Because it looked pretty fragile when it went down.
It did. It did. When that hit that support, that stanchion there, which was one of the main supports to that bridge. Only one thing was going to happen. It was going to collapse. How can we prepare for this in the future now, as I think we need to look at? Working with our federal, our state, and our local partners, we have to work together now because this is a catastrophic event that has happened. So we need to work together to find a solution to work this out. We're happy that we have Trade Point Atlantic as a partner that's just before the bridge itself. And we're hopefully working with them to get a deep port there, because this is a deep port. And a lot of people don't understand about a deep port. We have 50 feet depth. A lot of places don't have that. So we have more opportunity to bring in more in and bring it out. And now we're losing this at the Port of Baltimore. So now we have a partner at the old Bethlehem Steel plant, Trade Point Atlantic, that we have good people that they work together. And we need to do that now because we're at a point of a catastrophic event that has happened. And now we need to move forward and work together with our federal partners.
Yes, Senator, you know, you're a senator by day, but your actual profession is a steel worker. What does this mean for the industry there?
Just to let you know, worked at Bethlehem Steel for 26 years. Worked for the railroad themselves. There was the old Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, but worked for a company called Lafarge Holcim for 25 years, right along with the people on L Furnace for Bethlehem Steel steelworkers. Being in the union for 25 years and knowing what they did throughout America and made the steel there. for so many bridges. Now we need to find out, can we get this steel to repair and replace this iconic bridge that has been.
But how does something like this happen, Senator? I didn't mean to cut you off, but as someone that is in the industry, when you see this happen, when you see the bridge, to Steve's point, just fold so quickly, what about the structure? I mean, it makes some people not even, will think twice before they travel a bridge, looking at something so traumatic.
And it is. And how can you prepare for this? I think this is something that they need to look into. The reinforcement and how we need to make sure we're more and better prepared for this devastation of something like this that you wouldn't even think would happen and has happened. So I think we need to plan for that ahead of time.
Senator, in the wake of the last time this happened in Tampa with the Skyway in 1980, they took a hard look at the bridge because there were 2 actual near incidents around the time it happened. They raised the bridge 50% higher. They were almost obsessive about how to prevent something like this. I think we need to revisit and have those conversations in the wake of this. But our viewers are looking at an image right now, and you see these cars going by as that ship hits, and you just, put yourself in the seat of that driver. If you were a few seconds late or a few seconds early, you missed this. But those who were there at that moment are the ones we are searching for now. And those workers, you are a steel worker yourself. What do you think when you hear state contract workers, construction workers, were there as we just watched that collapse?
It breaks my heart. I think about those that are affected and that will be affected by this. You think about the vehicles that were going across there, the workers that were working on there, the people that depend upon it, and you think about their families right now. My heart and my prayers go out to these families, and I pray that they'll. There were 2 people that were rescued, but there are many people that are not answered for right now.
Right.
So my prayers are with them and their families. I pray that everybody prays for them, and that we could really get a resolution in this. It's going to be, I'm sure, investigated for a long period of time. But hey, I think you said it right. I think more importantly, let's find a way and find a solution where we can make sure that this never happens again.
Absolutely.
State Senator John Salling, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.